A battle of swamps and a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work first. It was close the last time these two got together, but the Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games between Florida and LSU are oftentimes so evenly matched.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Hard running there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw. It's Knight. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Florida! First points of the day are on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the 1st time. they are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled and fired complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. LSU quick to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Using the quick game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. defense gets set for second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Gators are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Gators will have it first and 10. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds his tight end. Fights off a defender. And this guy... shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And that one's incomplete. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To throw, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rojas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. LSU right back to the line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Wants to throw again. They get to him as he throws. On target to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he is just...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shifting, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the 2nd half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Now on the move. Has the sticks, and he may get more. All out of space. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The short hands, it's Rojas. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
1st and 10 coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. The throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
Yep.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Dropping back. It's Knight. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. The give on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Across the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. They go. To get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Florida, 35, LSU.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read.
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's short. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
42, LSU, 17.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Rojas. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Plucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in...
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchup.
Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds a tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute